Excuse me, sir. Can we start the session, sir? Kapil, sir.
Yeah, start, sir. Starts.
Okay, sir.
A very good morning to everyone. Myself, Meena, Assistant Professor in Department of Pharmaceutical Analysis, Seminars College of Pharmacy. I would like to extend a warm welcome to our respected eminent speaker and Principal Dr. Niranjan Babu, sir, and all our delegate persons on day 3 of 5 days Virtual Faculty Development Program on Pharmaceutical Innovations and Protection Strategies organized by Department of Pharmaceutics. To welcome is to show honor and to welcome is to show integrity. I take this privilege to warmly welcome Dr. Kapil Arya, sir, Senior Scientist, CSIR, Innovation Protection Unit, New Delhi, India. First topic for the day is patenting strategies with examples presented by Dr. Kapil Arya, sir. This program will be a valuable and informative experience for all of us. I invite Dr. Radha Madam, Department of Pharmaceutical Chemistry, to brief the citations of today's chief guest, Dr. Kapil Arya, sir. Over to you, Radha Madam.
Good morning to all. Myself, I am Dr. Radha, Professor, Department of Pharmaceutical Chemistry, Seven Hills College of Pharmacy, Autonomous, Tirupati. I would like to take this opportunity to introduce the current session resource person, Dr. Kapil Arya, sir, who is going to deliver the topic today's session. Dr. Kapil Arya, sir, Senior Scientist working at CSIR, New Delhi, completed a PhD and postdoctoral fellow in chemistry and PG diploma in intellectual property right arrangement. He has more than 15 years of experience in the field of chemistry, intellectual property right management. He has drafted and prepared a legal document of more than 400 patent applications received from various CSIR labs, more than 500 foreign patent application reviews, and prepare final documents of office administration reports of patent applications in the field of chemical sciences and submitted to various foreign patent offices. Reviewed 300 Indian Patent Office examination reports on new patent applications in the field of chemical sciences, biochemistry, and material chemistry, prepare response, draft the patent applications, and hearing notice response and submitted to the Indian Patent Office, New Delhi. Sir filed 50 copyrights, 40 number of trademarks, 20 designs, and 1 geographical indication filing. Thank you, sir, for giving this opportunity to introduce the current resource person, Dr. Kapil Arya, sir. Thank you, one and all.
Sir, session is over to you, sir. You can start.
Thank you. Thank you very much for your generous introductions. And today, just I want to share my knowledge about the IP to all of you, with all of you. Sir, I'll just share my screen right now.
Yes, sir.
So it is visible to all of you, na, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Perfectly all right, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, just a minute, sir. Yeah, as we know, the intellectual property right, first question arises, what is the intellectual property right? The intellectual property right provides a certain exclusive right to inventor or a creator to that property in order to enable them to reap commercial benefits from their creativity efforts or a reputation purpose. So there are a several type of the intellectual property protection like the patent, copyright, trademark, geographical indications, etc. So first question is arise, what is the intellectual property? So in another sense, we can say that intellectual property is a protection of idea. When any idea come in our minds, how we protect? Idea can be a inventive in term of inventions. Idea can be in term of literary or a artistic or a dramatic, whatever. So the protection of the idea each come under purview of the intellectual property, and the rights provided to the actual inventor or a creator to protect their intellectual property is known as a intellectual property rights. So in other sense, we can say the intellectual property is the protection of idea. This word is originated from the US Constitution to promote the progress of the science and the useful arts. So the intellectual property right, the exclusive right granted to the owner of the property of its commercial exploitation, subject to the provision of their national law and the international agreement. As we know, the intellectual property rights are the territorial in natures or having the fixed term. In India, in term of the India, it's having the 20-year term periods. So there is a several type of the intellectual property. First, in the industrial designs, it consists the shape, configuration, patterns, ornament, and the composition of the colors, line, and combination. Next one is the trademark, means the sign capable of distinguish the good and service of the one enterprises from the other enterprises. And it includes the word, logos, picture, combination of these ones. Same, the copyright is also intellectual property rights, is the rights given to the creator for their literary or artistic work, and the work covered by the copyrights range from the books, music, paintings, sculpture, films, computer programs, database, advertisement, etc. So for next one is the patent. Patent is right now we just today we emphasis on the patent. Patent is a grant. Patent is the what is the patent in intellectual property? This is the when we do any invention in our laboratory, and these inventions come under convert into the tangible products. So there is a one necessary thing is that for patenting, that the idea can be converted into the tangible product. In case of when we think of the computer program, the computer or a software, when we prepare any software and the working on the software is not a subject matter of the patenting, because the software is not a tangible product. So when the idea convert into the tangible products, it is the subject matter of the patent filing. So in the importance of the IP, it's relate to the advanced human creations like the music, arts, writing, and the scientific inventions also. Or it's having also a corporate assets also, like we can generate the revenue from the IP through the licensing, through the royalty, through the trading, or provide the protection from the competitors. Or now the question is how to go about the protecting. What is the strategy we have to adopted for the patenting? And in India, in term of the India, the filing of the patent is the first to file. The person who filed the first, is having the right of that inventions. So first we have to file. First we have to file our patent application to get the right of that inventions. Second one is must identify. Identify means problem identify. What is the problem existing in the natures, and how the solution we have to create to overcome such type of the problem. So in the whole patenting process, when we see that if we have an idea, we go for the patenting search. The patenting search tell us the what existing in natures, what is the drawback of existing technology, and how can overcome of that how can we overcome of that difficulty through new inventions. How we through patenting search we create the intellectual property and build the prototype. Keep our idea secret until you first file your patent, and if you have your idea is not secret in nature, then that time you can lose the patent right. If you disclose your idea in any public media or in any public conferences or in discussion with other one, so you just disseminate of your idea into the public domains. So in that case, your subject matter or your idea is not a subject matter of patenting, because you lose the novelty. In the term of the patent, the first thing is the novelty, second is the inventive step, and third one is the industrial applicability. If there is a novelty, or if you lose the novelty, then you lose the rights of that one. If you have any idea in your mind, first you file the provisional patent. Provisional patent means the brief idea you just want to go for the patenting. Provisional patent application does not have any claim, because as we know that claim is the boundary of any patent application, is the heart of the patent applications. So first you file the provisional patent applications having only the title, abstracting, object of your invention, summary of the invention, and one or two the examples. That's all. After filing the provisional patent, you have the rights. Your right will be start from the filing of the provisional patent applications. After provisional patent, you just work on that ones, and you just elaborate your inventions, and you do the several type of the reactions in your laboratory, and you just choose the best method of that one. If you have some best method, if you have some inventive step means if you have some betterment to existing technology, then you just incorporate all these things in your patent applications, or you just claim to that one, and you file the complete after provision specification with the timeline limit of the 12 months. So the your non-provisional patent application should be filed within the 12 months of the first filing of the provisional patent applications. And the month of the submitting the provisional patent application, you have to work on your inventions. After that, filing your even after that provisional patent application, you test the market and find the investor, and you sell your product or sell or a licensing your patent also. When the file non-provisional patent application, after filing the non-provisional patent application or a complete application or a complete after provisional patent application, your patent application go for the prosecution by the respective patent office. Prosecute the complete application, and after that you receive the issued letter or a issued patent with the particular patent number. In India, the patent will expire 20 years after you file it, or in US or EP, most of the world jurisdiction system, the patent having lifetime of the 20 years. So this is the stage from first filing to the last granting. First, you have to file your application either provisional or a complete. Provisional have no claim. In provisional application having only 1, 2 or 2 examples. Even the complete application have the total examples, and you have to claim the best example in your claim part. The fees for filing the provisional application is 1,600 for academic institutes, and for other one is the 8,000 rupees, up to 30 pages, and 10 claim for in case of the complete specification. If there is exceed, then the fees for the per claim is 1,600 and 80 rupees for the 800 rupees for the per pages. After filing the provisional application, within the timeline limit of the 12 months, you have to file the complete after provisional application. After filing the complete after provisional application, your patent application published by the Indian Patent Office within the timeline limit of the 18 months. And after publications, you go for the filing the request for examination. As you know that without filing the request for examination, your patent application not undergo for the examination and not go for the granting stage. So first, you file the request for examination within the timeline limit of the 48 months from the first filing date. After filing the request for examination, which having the fees for 4,000 for academic institute and 20,000 for the other institute, After filing the request for examination, your patent application will be examined by the examiner of the controller patent office, and they issued the first examination report. After, based on the first examination report objection, you have to file the response to Indian Patent Office within the 6 months on the basis of the disclosed information. If your response which have be if the response filed by you to Indian Patent Office in contrast of the first examination report, if the controller say, okay, this is a fine, that your patent application is subject matter of the granting. And after granting, the post grant oppositions will open the window till 12 months of the grant date. Under section of 25 to rule 55 to 62 in Patent Office 1970. If your response of the first examination report is not at par, that controller give them an opportunity to hear once again, and he just give the hearing notice to you. After attending the hearing, you have again filed the response, and the decision of the patent granting or not taken by the Indian Patent Office. If your patent is grant, then okay. If it is the case is refused, there is a provision of the filing the appeal, and the timeline of the filing the appeal is 3 months from the refusal of your refusal or patent application. And the fees for this one is 4,000 for other one, and the 1,000 for the academic institute. After that, it is a revoked, amendment, or a granting. It is depend upon your appeal procedure. So, in the patent filing, if you the Archimedes, which is a scientist, and it is a scientist is discovered the calculation of the volume of an object that does not have the regular space, and through the Archimedes principle, we calculate the density or a specific gravity. He said that if you give me a lever of the sufficient length and hinge in the right place, I can move the world. So the Archimedes is only a scientist. Archimedes is not a patent agent, or Archimedes is not a patent attorney. But the vision of that Archimedes changed the whole life. And he changed the whole life of the in scientific way. And through this Archimedes principle, we find out the volume of the object which does not have the shape. So when we leveraging our patents, so first thing we should in our mind, we just take a list of successful patent portfolio creations. First, we create the successful patent portfolio. The junk patent have no value, because we just work on those patents which having the business value, actual business value. And for the requirement of this one, we have to know the awareness of the business goal or a competitive landscape of that one in particular area. Without two things, awareness of the business goal or a competitive landscape, we cannot build up the successful patent portfolio. For this one, we just know about the growing portfolio of the technology. What is the technology is growing right now? For in example, the EV sector. Right now, we know that most of the world facing the problem of the environmental problem, and there is a carbon emission problem. So how to reduce the carbon emissions? So then the scientists work on that one to reduce the carbon emissions and think about the environment protection. So this is the growing area. So they generate or they work on the generation of the EV vehicles, electrolytic vehicles, and they think about the generation of the lithium ion battery or a sodium ion battery, which is a work in the EV vehicles. So this is the growing area. So first we have to think about the growing portfolio of that technology. What is the current need in the society? What is the current need of the world? Second one is the pending or a granted patent. The pending patent application, through the pending patent application that's still not granted, anyone can use your patent application, and we are unable to infringe that. We can unable to sue that infringers. So first we have to grant the patent application. After that, we have to sue the patent infringer. Third one is, how do we know what to file. Either we have to file provisional application after, or we have to file the complete applications, or we have to file the complete after provisional application. When to file? We have to file when the idea come into our minds, or when we, or we have to file our patent application when we do the whole experiment in our laboratory. So we have to think about that one. So the timeline is a very important in the patent filing, because for example if any idea come in our minds, and that idea I will share with my friends, or I will share it with conference president, or I will go for the publication, in that case I just lose my novelty of the ideas, or in that case I lose my the patent rights. So you have to think about the timeline, when to file, is the when to license, what is the business opportunity, what is the market goal, what is the market of that your technology. So you have to think on this one also, or where to file. You have to file in India, you have to file in Europe, you have to file US, you have to file in China. So it is all depend upon your business opportunity. For an example of the malarial drug, if you have synthesized, if you have working on the some anti-malarial drugs, and you have invented some good anti-malarial drugs. So the market of anti-malarial drug is in most of the country which having the tropical region, in the Africa, or in Sri Lanka, or we can in India also. So if we file our anti-malarial drugs patent application in Europe, or US, they have not based on the tropical region, so it is a worthless. So we have to think the market also of our product. Where to find? In the case of the 2G technology, 3D technology, 4G technology, 5G technology, if we work on the 7G technology or a 6G technology, in that case, where to file? For the Europe, we go for the US, because there is a very rich experience in the technology field of the IT sector. So if we have invented some technology in field of the 7G or a 6G or 8G, then we have to file our patent application in US or a AP for the generation of the revenue. So the where to file is also important for the patenting strategy. In patent searching, through patent searching, we know about the prior art. Prior art means what is existing in the natures, what is the problem of facing by the society, what is the problem by the other ones, and how to overcome that problem by our inventiveness inventions. So the prior art search or a patentability search is a major role, play a major role for the patent filing. In the examples is the Kolhapuri footwear. This is a very famous in the Maharashtra regions. These footwear produce the sound due to insertion of the seeds from the which fruits between the two layer of the leathers. The basic problem is that this is a very coming into a tropical region, and most of the harmful insect will are present there. So to protect with the harmful insect, they create a sounds in their footwear, so that and no insect come under to the to hurt the human being. So the problem faced by the society is overcome by the invention through the Kolhapuri footwear. Same things. Right now we face the problem for 3G. 3G have low speed, and there is a lot of data buffering. Then we go for the further research and go for the 5G, 6G. So first we have to think about the prior art search, patentability search. Through patentability search and the prior art search, we got the idea. Next is the particular patent, or in area or invention, in what area we have to work. For in examples, or a period is also very important. In the, as you know, in the corona periods, the Serum Institute is work on the Covishield, or same the Bharat Biotech is also working on the Covaxin, because they think about that particular area, because that time the COVID, how to overcome the problem of the coronavirus. So they invented the Covishield and the Covaxins. So next one is the through the patent searching, we gather the business intelligence and we avoiding the patent infringements also. Through the patent searching, we know about that anybody can infringe our patent or not. If anybody can infringe our patent, then we file the suit to that infringer. Patent valuation, through the patent searching, how our patent is valuable to the market, how our patent is beneficial to society, how we create the how much we create the royalty from the patenting. And through the patent searching, we find out the trend in the technology development, the current regime. So in the searching, we found the idea inventions already protected by IPR or not. If there is idea invention is not protected by the IPR, it means it's having the subject matter of the patent filing because there is a novelty in our inventions. Or next one, the solution of the technical problem or inventive steps. Have anyone already solved that problem you are having? If they have solved the problem, if there is a existing technical solutions of that one, how you overcome, how you give your advantage to solve the technical problems. Third one is the infringement. In anyone trying to use or a patent and your idea which is already protected. Freely available technology, is there an expired patent that you could use, or a browsing a wealth of knowledge with commercial value of your area, or what are your peers and a competitor working on? A very common tool used for the companies to check the competition and the potential infringement. Or the status, is the patent you are interested is pending, granted, or already expired. Through the patenting searching, we gather the business intelligence. We know the name of the applicant, inventor, or a companies. We work on the strategic trend development in specific technical fields or by companies fields, or a national or a regional strength and a weakness is in know-how technology, or if we monitor the development by using the graphical analysis, graphs and maps also. Through the patent infringement, does your invention infringe someone else's patent? Identify legal status. Has your patent is granted, rejected, or withdrawn, or is your still pending? Is your patent still valid, or it's expired, or it's in which country the patent is granted? Through the patent searching, we know about all these things. Through patent searching, we know about the patent valuations. Check how often our relevant documents were cited in the search report, how often the relevant documents were cited in the later patent documents. Or as we know, the more citation means more value of our products. So through the patent searching, we know about the trend in the technology. Analyze the statistical data obtained from the patent documents to map the key trend in different field of the technology. Through the trade growth and changes, we know about the patent activity over the time, distribution of the patent application in country by resident compared to the non-resident, and identify the technical area in which a country is predominant active in terms of the patent activity. So there is a freely available or a paid database for the patent searching. Through the freely available database is ipindia.gov.in, USPTO for US Patent Office, EP Patent Office also give the free service for the patent searching. Even WIPO also give the free service for the patent searching. Patent Lens, free patent online, and Google Patent is also free database. Paid database is the QPAT, Thomson, STN, SciFinder, or Darwin. These are the paid database. For the chemical structure searches, these are STN, SciFinder, or a Patent Scope is also available. And for the non-patent database is the Google Scholar, Web of Science, Science Directed, and the Science Finder. And there is a several type of the searching method. Through the classification system, there is a two type of the classification system existing in right now, IPC and CPC. IPC is the International Patent Classification System, and CPC is the Cooperative Patent Classification System. IPC is regulated by the WIPO, and the CPC is regulated by the European Patent Office and the US Patent Office. And through the IPC and CPC, we just search through the keywords, name, and the combination also, and we find out the patent documents, reference number, and the date with the date also, and we also find out the name of applicant, name of the inventor, etc. through the searching methods. So in the patent strategy, we protect existing or a potential market of the company, or through the patent strategy or a business strategy. As we know, they are correlated to each others. So the existing and the potential market that can be protected may depend upon how well our company can develop a technology in particular area. So in the future, we have to think, when the patenting of any invention, we have to think the future of that technology also. Because if we because as we know, if we invented anything and it is not having no future, so 1 or 2 years, that's okay. But after 1 or 2 years, another technology will come into the markets, and our technology have no business value. So we have to think this one also. So, and when we file the application, today define what protection the business have 5 years from now or not. What product and process will the business be selling or using, and what product and process can we expect the competition to be selling or using. If we have answer of these three questions, we go for the patenting in better way. We have to target of the technology through the market potential. The targeted technology define our patent filing strategy, and we craft a filing strategy to cover our planned products and a service, as well as the potential market around by the competitor also. It's coordinate the product development and introduction with the patent filing also. So this is the patenting strategy. There is, if we have to, first we have to go think the current market. What is the current market of our products? If the market is there, then we start with the market need, and then if we have technology in-house, if we have technology, we have go for the patent. Either patent is applied or not. If we have to patent applied, then we go for the prosecutions and the enforcement also. If our patent is not filed, applied, then we have to evaluate new patent applications. Or if we have no technology, in that case, we have to work on the invention of that one. After the invention, we go for the patenting. Or if we have no technology, then we have to patent search for in licensing opportunity. Or in the current market strategy, we have to start with the innovations also. If there is a no current market, then we have to think about the significant future market in term of after 10 years. So if our technology have no lifespan of more than 10 years, it is a worthless to file the patent application. So we have to think about our significant future market. If there is a no market, then we have to hold that one. If there is a market, then we have to file a new patent application with us, which cover the old product and the process of that inventions. So in the patenting strategy, we have to think about the market analysis. We have to think about the competition analysis. We have to think about the prosecution cost also, and we have to think the commercialization, patentability, and the IP strategy. In the prosecution cost, as you can see, in India, the prosecution, there is no charge for the prosecution, but in European country, in US country, or in the Japan, the prosecution cost is very, very high. It costs around the $5,000 for the prosecution cost. So when we file the patent application in particular country or in a particular jurisdiction, we have to think the prosecution cost also. For example, if we have invested 15 lakh rupees for patent application in Europe, and there is a no market, so there is a no need to go for the Europe. So for the filing in foreign jurisdiction, we have to think the prosecution cost also. In India, you can see, once we have our patent is granted, then we have to pay the renewal fees, and renewal fees is 3,80,000 for the till 20 years. As you can see, the fees for renewals, we have to pay the renewal fees per year for granting patent applications. So this renewal fees start from the third year of your granting, from the third year from the date from the first filing. and is a start from the 4,000 rupees. After expiring of the 6 year of your patent application grant or having or granting patent application, the fees will increase 12,000 for till next 5 years. After that, your fees will increase 24,000, and after expiry of 15 year of your patent, the fees is sharply increased to the 40,000 rupees. So you have to think after 10 year, is your patent technology is having the future market or not? If your patent inventions having no future, you have stopped the renewal. You have stopped the renewal of your patent applications, and in that case, it is open to all. As we know, after 20 years, your patent technology or your invention is open to all, because you after 20 years, your patent is already lapsed or already term over. So first you have to think about your future market. If your technology have no future market, you stop your paying the renewal fees after 10 years, because after 10 years your fees for renewal is sharply increased 22,000 for next 5 years, and for after 16 years your fees for per year is the 40,000 rupees. So you save the money. If you save the money in case your technology have no futures. So when you have to file your patent application, you have to think the prosecution cost as well as the renewal fees also for the filing of or a patenting your patent patent applications. In the US, in contrast of the US, when we think about these ones, when we file your application in the US, there is two things. First, we have to file in India. After that, we have to file in US, because if we are directly go for the US, we have to take the permission from the Indian Patent Office in form of Form 25. To avoid this one, we first file patent application in the India, either provisional or a complete application. So, or within the after expiry of the 6 week, we go for the filing in the US. The fees for filing the US patent application is 2 lakh rupees. It is up to 50 pages and 20 claim. And if it's exceed the timeline entire limit of this one, so it's costed at 28,000 for extra pages and 7,000 for the extra claim. After that, you filing your patent application in US, either complete or a provisional, you have to file the complete application same within the timeline limit of the 12 months. And within the 18 months, the USPTO publish your patent application. And after that, you have to file the request for examinations. And request for examination fees for filing in US is 80,000 rupees. And after filing the request for examination, they examine your patent applications and they issue the first examination report, or we can say the office action. The fees for generation of the office action is 70,000 rupees. In India, this is a free of cost, but in US or a European country or in a foreign, on all foreign jurisdiction, the issue the first examination report or a office action report is the fees 70,000 rupees. Or filing the response of that fees is that 2 lakh to 3 lakhs. It is a very depend upon the case to case. But in India, it is a totally free. There is a no fees for filing the response of the first examination report. But in Europe, in US, the fees for filing the office action is 2 to 3 lakh rupees. And if you have later stage, if you insert amended your claim, then your amended claim having the different subject matter, or the USPTO think you have USPTO suggested to research your claim. In that case, you have to file the request for the continuation examination, and the fees for the request for continuation examination is 1.5 lakh to 2.5 lakh. And after that, when you file your file the response of office action, they again work on that one. Examiner of the USPTO work on your response of the office action. They again issue the office action. So the office action piece, which is a 2 lakh to 3 lakh, is per office action. And in roughly cases, or in our experience, they issued 3 to 4 office actions. So you invested 8 to 9 lakh rupees for response for the office action. After filing the response of office action, your patent application is granted. If your patent application is granted, then they issue the granting letter. So, and the fees for the issuing the granting letter is 70,000 rupees. In India, it is a free of cost. So the whole process for US patent is covered the 10 to 12 lakh rupees. If the application have your several objection, then this limit may exceed up to 50 lakh rupees. Same in Europe. The total fees, if your patent application have no objections or a very little objection, then the fees 10 to 12 lakh rupees. But if your application have several objections, then your patent fees in your patent granting fees in Europe jurisdiction is also exceed up to 50 lakh rupees. So when you file your patent application, other than in India, you have to think about that this type of the fees as well as the market intelligence also. So next one is the type of applications. This is also very important. When you file your patent application, there is a several type of your patent application you can file, like the ordinary applications, which you can directly file the Indian Patent Office without claim priority for any foreign application, or a convention application claiming the priority of country, which is the member of Paris Convention, through PCT route, PCT national phase application, or you can file the divisional application. Divisional means you file the further application divided out of the first mentioned patent application, or you can file the patent of addition, means a application for the patent in respect of any improvement or in a modification of that invention for which the patent application has already been filed or a patent has been granted. So there is a several ways of the filing of your patent application. Ordinary application having no priority. Priority comments from your filing of applications. You need the covering letters, form 1, proof of right, complete or provisional specifications, abstract information regarding foreign filing, and declaration of the inventorship or a fees, etc. Fees is very nominal for the academic sector, 1,600 rupees. In conventional application, the application which claims the priority of the another applications, basic, or we can say the basic application filed in one or more of the convention country, and we have to file within that 12 months from the base applications, and we have to take the multiple priority also, and we claim wise priority also. There is options, and additional documents required for the application form with priority detail, complete specification, because the provisional specification is not allowed in conventional applications, and the declaration as to inventorship is needed. And in case of the divisional applications, if your applications having the multiplicity of the inventions, then as we know, the one invention in the one application will be there. So if there is a multiplicity of the invention there, you have to file the divisional application before grant of the parent application. You have to generate the other set of claim in the divisional application, or another inventions, other set of the inventions you have to your divisional application. Or you in the parent application must have disclosed the subject matter of your divisional, and the same priority allowed for the divisional application. In the patent of additions may be filed for the improvement, modification of the main inventions anytime on or after filing of your applications, and the application for the patent of addition would not be granted unless and until parent or a main patent application is granted, and the grant of time equal to that of the main patent applications, and no separate renewal fees for the patent of addition. So when we file the patent application, there is two routes. One is the PCT route, second is the traditional route. Traditional route means the ordinary file applications, conventional application, divisional application, or a patent of addition application. In PCT route, we have to file the PCT international application, PCT national phase applications, and direct application. So this is the framework of the PCT filing application in the foreign jurisdiction. First, we have to file our application in local patent office, and within the timeline limit of the 12 months, we have to file the PCT applications. After filing the PCT application within the timeline limit of the 12 months, after expiry of 16 months, the PCT, the WIPO generate the international search report or a written opinion about the novelty, inventive steps, or industrial applicability of your patent application. If they have objected on the novelty, inventive steps or industry application, there is a provision for the filing the Article 19 for in amendment in the claim. After amending the claim or filing the Article 19, it is go for the international publication within the timeline limit of 18 months. If you think your patent application, you have to amend it your complete specification. So there is a provision also, in Article 30, you have to file the Article 34. The fees for filing the Article 34 is the 3 to 4 lakh rupees. And the timeline limit of that 22 months from the first filing dates. After filing the Article 34, Article 34 give you an opportunity to amend your complete specification and the claim also. But the Article 19, through Article 19, you cannot go for the amendment in the complete specification. You just amended in the claim part only. So there is a difference between Article 19 and Article 34. After filing, if you wish to file the Article 34, it is another again it is go for the examinations and they issue the international search report or a written opinion about your patent applications. And after expiry of the 30 months, you have to go for the particular jurisdiction, because you know the PCT is not a granting authority. This is the Patent Cooperation Treaty. This is the treaty. So it's the contracting country of the 157s. And through this one, your patent applications will be refined. And after expiry of the 30 months from the first filing date, you have to enter into national phase. National phase means in particular jurisdiction. Like after expiry of the 30 months, you go for the US Patent Office, you go for the EP Patent Office, you go for the China Patent Office, you for the Canada Patent Office. So in the national interface, entering in the national phase in particular jurisdiction is the granting authority. PCT is not a granting authority. So this is the example. I'll just give you one example of your patenting strategies. The solid state lithium ion battery. As we know, the battery is next generation lithium ion battery, which is promising right now, and it is useful in the electric grid, renewable energy, electric vehicle, and consumer electronics also. So first we have to think the advantage or drawbacks of the existing technology. So the advantage and drawback we can find through the patent searching. Is our battery is having the safety feature, having the high energy density, or no separate member required, if the simpler cell or a package design, if no thermal runway or there is no rustic dendrite formation. So if there is a high mechanical constraint in the cells, more expensive, require different manufacturing process than a liquid battery, low power density or high pressures to maintain the electrode content, then we have to think how to overcome that problem. So we overcome that problem with the help of the research into cathode material or a separate material or electrolytes. We can use the liquid, gel, solid, ionic liquid, or a solvent, salt, additive, etc. And through or we can use the different NMC cathode, NCA cathode, lithium metal organic cathodes, or other materials we can incorporate in the battery to overcome the existing problem. Current, like the current collector, binder, additive also. So after that, we have work on this one. We have to think the market also. After maturity of your inventions, we go for the potential future market player. Which one is the potential future market? Like in the case of the battery, the Panasonic, Hitachi, Toshiba, Dyson, these are the Hyundai, Impa, these are the LG, these are the potential future market players. And the thin film solid state battery, the potential main market is Panasonic, Ilika, Apple, the Brightwalls, ETN, Picto. These are the working on the thin film solid state battery, and the bulk solid state batteries. The future market player is Panasonic, Toshiba, Hitachi. So we just go for this one through the patent searching. After that, we have to invent, and that one we have to think about the who is a top filer. or in the lithium ion battery. In this case, Japan is a top filer, US is a top filer, or the China is a top filer, and the other country, Korea, Germany, is a very small ratio. There are things. And after lithium ion battery patenting, we have to think, is the major solid electrolyte, what is the major solid electrolyte used in the lithium ion battery? Because there is a several type of the electrolyte used in the lithium battery. 88% is the oxide used, 70% the garnet like, Nasicon like 11%, sulfide like ceramic is 23%, hydride is the 2%, Lisicon is the 1%. So we have to think about this ones also. And after this one, we have to work on this one and go for the further research. And we think about then, what is the research paper is already published in this area? What is the US patent is granted in this area? Either your patent is granted or in a prosecution. What is the status of international patent? Who is which country is a major filer? Either Japan, Europe, or US, China, South Korea. So we gather the information through the patent searching. After that, who is the filing, granting, or a publication status? As we know, in the 1962, there is no filer, and right now in 2018 and 2020, the filing is sharply increased, or we can say the filing is increased from the 2002 and 2002 to 2020, the filing for the lithium ion battery is sharply increased. So all these things, we gather the information from the patent searching. And after, we can also search the type and the legal status of the patent documents, and who is the top 10 player in field of the lithium ion battery. And after all these getting we can do the marketing forecast also. The market, we think that market is expected to grow faster in next decade with the more than double digital growth, 10.3%. Safety issue related to the storage and transport and the spent battery are the major restriction for the global lithium ion battery market. And the growing number of the research activities and innovative technology will boost up the market worldwide. And through the key player like the Hitachi, Panasonic, LG, CV, or a surgical requirement for the continuous power supply for critical infrastructures and increasing demand for plug-in vehicles are the factor driving the growth of market. So based on all these things, we have to work and we have to do the inventions, and we make a strategy for the patent filing. Which country we have to go? If there is a major filer is US, EP, and South Korea, we have to file our patent application in that country only. And now next thing is, who can be applicant? Either assignee or a true or first inventor or a legal representative of the deceased applicant, or you have to file your patent application alone or in a joint. Same, where we file as we know, in India, we can file. There is in India, the applicant or a first inventor mentioned, the applicant reside, has the domicile, has the place of business or a origin of the invention or a service address. Northern region can be file their patent application in Patent Office Delhi. The southern region, the patent office file the patent application in Chennai. Western, they can file patent application in Mumbai. Same the rest of India, they can file their patent application in Kolkata. So this is the jurisdiction. And now this is the structure of the patent application. The structure of the patent application is very important. The background of your invention, summary of the inventions, field of the invention, detailed description of the inventions, the title, your claim, your abstract, what is there. So as we know, the claim is the heart of your patent application. What you have claimed is go for the market or a market intelligence. So when you drafting your patent application, claim should be well drafted, because when you, in the field of the chemistry, this is when you file your patent application in the chemical structures, so there is a best way to cover the multiple structures sharing in the same structure code. So we have to generate the Marcus type claim. The Marcus type claim contain a core structures, variable substituents, listing as alternative in which the position and the number of substituents can be varied. This in this formula, we just incorporate the R, R1, X, and R2, Y, G, and etc. And where is the N is the number of 3 to 4, X is to sulfur or oxygen, Y is just NH or oxygen, G for CO or CS2, R or is a hydrogen, halogen, alkyl group which contain the C1 to C6, and R1 is a, so there is a broader. When we file our patent application and when we draft the claim, your claim should be too broad, but it is not too narrow, because narrow claim can be anybody infringe. And if there is a too broad, in that case there is a overburden when you prosecute your patent application. So when you draft your claim, you make your boundary for the claim drafting. A Marcus type claim recite a alternative in format such as the selected from the group consisting of A, B, C, etc. So in this case, a compound of the general formula, we have just drafted, and here the G is this one, and R1, R3. So we claim very broadly of that compound of the general formula. Same, we can file the huge claim. When you have huge claim, you have to think that when the huge claim is not applicable in India, the huge claim you have to file in this is applicable in US only. So the huge claim is when your compound is new, or a compound having the general chemical formula, when the compound is not new but used as a drug is new. Like the use of compound A is manufacturing a drugs for the prostate cancer. So nowadays, you can draft it the claim this one, a pharmaceutical composition for curing the prostate cancer comprising compound A or its pharmaceutical acceptable salt, or you can file a method of treating a prostate cancer patient with compound A. And this type of the use claim is not granted in India. So there is no need to file if you have use claim in your invention, there is no need to file your patent application in India. You just directly go for the US, because US can accept all use claims. Second is the first and second medical use. First and second medical use is also not granted in India. This is granted by the USPT also. When the compound A have been known and you invented the use for treating for the prostate cancer, a drug or a pharmaceutical composition like the comprising compound A, or a drug or a pharmaceutical composition for treating prostate cancer comprising compound A. When compound A has been already known for the treating prostate cancer, and you invent the use of it for the treating leukemia, so this is the first and the second medical use claim. So a drugs or a pharmaceutical compound for treating leukemia comprising compound A. So such type of the claim is granted in US. Method of treatment claim is also a subject matter of granting your claim in US only. This is not allowable in India. Before EPO, the method of treatment on human and animal are European Patent Office. The method of treatment on human and animal are also not are now allowed. In Japan, the method of treatment on humans are not allowed, and non-human animals are allowed. And in US, the method of treatment is allowed. So one is the example of the US granted patent application, like a method of treating dysplasia comprising administrating to subject having the elevated plasma level of triglyceride, total cholesterol, or LDL, or a combination thereof, or a therapeutical effective amounts or compound of Formula 1. So all these such type of claim is granted in the subject matter of US only. So this is all from my sides, and now to organizers. Yeah, it is open to all for questioning.
Thank you for your wonderful session, sir. Now the session is open for your queries. My dear delegates, if you have any queries, please unmute yourself and you can ask your queries to sir. Yes, sir. A query has come, sir. The query has come. Can we take patent of in vitro regenerated culture of plants, sir?
No, in India, it is not granted. It is not a subject matter of patenting in India. The method of horticulture, method of agriculture is not allowable in India.
Okay. Okay, sir. Okay.
Even
Yes.
even software, when you invented any software for the medicinal use, is not allowable for the patent filing. Software is only subject matter for the copyright protection, because in software there is not a tangible product. So in the patent filing, there should be a tangible product for the filing in India. And the method of treatments is not allowable in India. It is a subject matter for allowing in the US also. And new use for existing one is also not allowable in India. It is allowed for the US also.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. I hope all of us have a very good understanding of Indian and patent rights. Now I invite Dr. Sarana Kumar, sir, organizing committee for felicitation of today's eminent speaker, Dr. Kapil Arya, sir.
Sir, shall you stop the shares?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, now you can share.
1 minute, sir. Just a minute. Sir, good morning, sir. Myself, Professor Saravana Kumar, convener of this program. So as a token of respect, on behalf of Seven Hills College of Pharmacy, we are providing the appreciation certificate for your.
Yeah, thank you.
Kindly accept our.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks. I think the session is now over now.
1 minute.
Yes, sir. 1 minute, sir. Just a vote of thanks. Yes, I am glad to express my vote of thanks to our resource person, Dr. Kapil Arya, sir, for accepting our invitation and providing us a wonderful session on patenting strategies with suitable examples. I hope this session would be useful for all the faculty members to do the patent for their research grants. Thank you very much for your session, sir. Thank you very much to all the delegates. Next session will on afternoon by 1:45, sir. Thank you very much. Can you wind up the session, sir?
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.